So last night, kind of had a big discussion with the wife. We had a sort of disconnect in our relationship that just seemed to happen because of these things that were going on, and it was kind of unnecessary. So I wanted to bring this video to you because I feel like it can help people out there who are in a similar situation like me, who possibly are entrepreneurs, who are aspiring entrepreneurs looking to start your own business, or just trying to understand yourself or get through your daily work life and life, creating a balance of some sorts. So this kind of discussion happened because of the last 2 to 3 weeks where we things just seemed a little bit chaotic. The world was caving in because of everything that I was busy with and getting myself involved with. I felt like I had no time for myself or for anything that I was trying to get into or tasks that I had on hand. I mean, I kept putting things off. I was procrastinating. I was beginning to become lethargic. I was sleeping in so I don't have to worry about these things. And I was just trying to skip my morning routines because of, trying to escape the fact that I have to, when the moment my eyes open, I've got to think about all this stuff. And because of our chat last night, it really opened my eyes to the kind of personality or kind of person I am. And I'm really glad that we had the conversation because it kind of pulled me back to, the right path, where I was, and got rid of the path that I was trying, evading or escaping on. So I'm really glad that the chat happened. And so what she pointed out to me was the fact that my personality or my type of person, I need a form of structure. I need a lot of sort of schedule or a structured day or something like that, whereby every hour or blocks of hours is set out to do certain tasks. And when she pointed this out to me, I realized myself that this is something I used to do. I used to have a schedule. I used to have a structure. My time was set out to do certain things because I thrived with allocating my hours, and I used my hours as units, which helped me allocate units towards certain tasks. And I mean tasks as in anything that happens during your day. So not specifically tasks that you're trying to accomplish for your business. So when you allocate tasks on your timeline for a day, you got a block of hours that goes towards working on your businesses or side hustles, whatever you want to call it. And in that, you've got your tasks. So then you'll start prioritizing your tasks and understanding which one needs to go out first, second, third, fourth, and so on. And you'd allocate your business or working hours during the week period to fulfill priority number 1, and then 2, and then 3, and so on. I thrive in such a situation, and I needed to hear it again from her because I kind of lost track of that. And it's weird because she's the complete opposite of me. She survives and thrives in a complete world of, I'd like to say chaos, but it just sounds hectic. She doesn't just leave everything all over the place. She just survives in a non-structured format. So she hates being put on a schedule of some sort. So she doesn't want to know by this time to this time she's doing X, Y, Z. And me, I'm the complete opposite. So I've got something here that I'd like to share with you guys that I've actually developed for myself, and you know what? I'm actually going to give it to you guys for nothing. I'm not really, I just don't really want anything for it. It's such a simple little sheet that I've put together, and I think it can save you some time, and just grab it and use it if you'd like. So it's a simple schedule that I made for myself. As you can see, it's got Monday to Sunday on this thing, and it's basically setting out my tasks per day. Obviously, with me being currently employed, I'm still working a 9 to 5, and I've probably got 2 or 3 side hustles at this moment. Some are quite automated and some are very active for me to be in, and that's just how I develop my structure. I feel like it works well for what I've put there. Now I've just got to run over it every day and every week to see if it actually does work. If it doesn't, it's easy to make changes and start kicking it off in another week with a new schedule. So what was important to me about this was this is the reason I wanted to make the video, because if you're like me and you're you survive in a form of structure or schedule, and you need to schedule your time to do certain things, otherwise for a fact you might not be capable or self-disciplined enough to follow a certain thing that you just keep in your mind You might waste a lot of hours on certain things that you could have used for the better of yourself or your business. And I know for a fact I was losing it because I feel like I have self-discipline. I've always felt like I have self-discipline, but it doesn't seem that it is that strong, and therefore I need to kind of put a piece of paper together like this little schedule that will actually help me look at the time and say, listen, you need to be doing this by this hour until this hour. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because if you're feeling frustrated, irritated, or like you're not getting anywhere, you're not progressing in any form, whether that be in your business or your personal life or whatever you're doing, you just feel like the whole world is caving in, as I did. This is possibly a reason why, is because you've got so many things you need to do. I mean, I've got a lot of things I need to do in a week, sometimes so much that I just don't ever get to any one of them in a week. And with all those things that you need to do, you kind of get lost in the whole process of remembering instead of doing them. And I feel that having some form of structure like this will help you implement on tasks according to their priority, and not to forget certain tasks because you're remembering something else that might be later on the priority list. So you always need to remember your structure and when you're going to be working on these certain tasks. But these tasks is another list of things that you prioritize, and that priority that you've put them in is the order that they will be completed in. You can't go and do number 5 before number 1. So I actually just felt like I need to talk to you about this because it hit me smack bang between the eyes when she mentioned this, that I have too many things on my plate. I have too many things that I'm trying to do in one day or 1 hour or 1 week, and I just am not actually accomplishing everything or anything because I'm touching here, touching there, touching here, touching there, and never actually grabbing, finishing, grabbing and finishing. That is the whole point of this. For me, the structure will actually help me grab and finish, which is kind of what I need. Because of all these little tasks that you put off because you find something that's more important, it needs to stop. You kind of actually have to just finish what you got going and then move on to the next task. I really wanted to share this with you because I know there's a lot of people out there who are possibly exactly like me or experiencing exactly the same shit that I'm going through. And I really want to share this because you guys need to look at what you are doing with your time. You need to actually work well with your time management. Focus on what you do during the day. Block out your hours for specific things. I mean, I've got a block of hours here, so don't think you're ever going to have hours for yourself or just wasting hours. I know wasting hours is not something I would want to like promote, but I mean, you got to at least have hours to chill out. I mean, you need to refresh. Sleeping isn't the only way you can refresh, so going and doing whatever you feel like for a certain amount of hours because you've allocated that time in your schedules. My Sundays after church, that we go to church on Sundays, so after my church session, I've kind of blocked out my entire Sunday after that for me as whatever time. Whatever time means whatever I feel like doing on that day during those hours, I'm going to do whatever I want. And I feel like that's also important to give back to yourself, because you can't just be on this steady structure for days and years and weeks and months on end, and then you're going to eventually go crazy because I just think you can't live a structured life like that too long. It will just be insane. You've got to allow for some leeway in your life. And that's where I've kind of allowed myself to once a week be free to do whatever the hell I please. And I think that is something that you need to also look at considering. Have your working hours, have your structure, but also consider the fact that you are human and you would like to just stuff around and loaf sometimes. Anyway, I really hope that the point I wanted to get across in this video came through to you, and that you will actually download this thing, man. It's not going to take more than a few seconds for yourself to download it and actually structure a day for yourself if you really need to. If you're more like my wife and you're more chaotic in a sense that you like to, put this thing there, run onto this thing, touch here, touch there, and you feel like that's your way of thriving, then by all means you do that. But I can't do that. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people, like I said, entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, business owners, small business owners, anyone who's looking to further in any aspect of life. If you're similar to me, you kinda would want a structure of some sort. Now, I also just wanted to end this video with a thank you for watching, and I really hope that you'll download this thing, go and do your structure, and if you come right and it actually changes a lot in your life, and you see how much you actually, saving hours wise, and you progressing in certain things, please send me a message and let me know how you're doing. Let me know in the comment section you're gonna do it. Let me know what you're gonna do and like how you progressed in that certain space of time. I'd really love to hear from you. And to end off this video, I just wanted to say I'm sorry I'm sitting in the car today because I am busy with a remodel for the home office. I don't have a space anymore to do the YouTube videos. So currently, while I'm at my 9 to 5, I sit in the car and I'll quickly pump out a few content videos so that I don't waste my time. So yeah, hope this schedule will help you, and hope you have a great week further. Until the next video, stay positive and keep improving. Cheers.